One of these videos was taken with the brand new iPhone 17 Pro Max. The other was taken with the iPhone 12 Pro Max, a camera from 5 years ago. When I posted this comparison online, some saw no difference, while most thought the 12 actually looked better. Can you really tell the difference between the iPhone 17 Pro Max and the iPhone 12 Pro Max? Do the differences even matter? And here's the catch. Only have 7 days left to decide if I'm gonna keep my 17 or trade in my 12 for good. Round 1, studio lighting. This is the setup I use for filming content with a ring light and a softbox. At first, I honestly couldn't see a difference between these two videos, but after studying them side by side, I started to see the differences. The first thing I noticed was the wall and the ring light. The iPhone 17 keeps those whites more accurate, while the 12 shifts them a little warmer. Here's the crazy part. Under studio lighting, the iPhone 12 actually gives me this softer, warmer look, almost like it's a built-in beauty filter. The iPhone 17 is sharper and more accurate. That's the 48 megapixel sensor and the photonics engine at work, but sometimes that sharpness feels harsher. I think that's why both myself and a lot of you in the comments prefer the 12 here. So for this round, I'm giving the win to the 5-year-old iPhone 12 camera. But let me know what you think below. Round 2, overcast lighting. Now for round 2, let's step outside on an overcast day. This is where the differences between the iPhone 12 Pro Max and the iPhone 17 Pro Max really start to show. This is the back camera on the iPhone 12 Pro Max. This is the back camera on the iPhone 17 Pro Max. On the left, the iPhone 12 looks a little flatter. My skin tone doesn't pop as much, and the background feels a bit washed out. On the right, the iPhone 17 keeps way more detail and depth. My skin tone looks richer, the pink shirt is vibrant, and even the clouds hold some texture instead of blowing out to plain gray. This is where we see the differences between the iPhone 12 Smart HDR3 and the iPhone 17 Smart HDR5. The HDR5 is smart enough to balance the exposure of my face and the bright background perfectly, which immediately looks so much more professional. Honestly, y'all, I'm not too mad at the 12 selfie. I would definitely post the 17 one before I post the 12, but the 12 is also still a great photo. But something I am mad at is that 92% of y'all are not subscribed. So if you're enjoying this video, definitely subscribe. I'm going to have a complete iPhone 17 review coming soon. I'm just like taking my time making it. So yeah, y'all, let's get back to the video. I also took a photo in portrait mode. On the left with the iPhone 12 Pro Max, you can see the background blur is heavier. It's more aggressive, which gives me that cutout effect. My skin tone looks a little softer, almost smooth over. On the right with the iPhone 17, the blur is cleaner and more natural. You can still see the separation between me and the background, but it doesn't look as artificial, and you can still see some details in my hair. My skin tone looks richer as well. For me, the iPhone 17 Pro Max clearly wins this round. But I'm curious, do you prefer the more true to life look or the softer vibe from the 12? Round 3, zoom. Okay, so when it comes to the zoom test, I think we can all agree the iPhone 17 Pro Max wins. Round 4, daylight. This is the back camera on the iPhone 12 Pro Max. This is the back camera on the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Okay, so this daylight savings. So this daylight round is reminding me of the studio lighting round. I feel like for this category, I like the 17, maybe just like 2% more. I feel like both photos are super bright, but the 12 is just like so bright. I think the 17 did a better job of still making the skin tone more natural to what it really is. So yeah, I think I would give that to the 17. I would be fine posting both, but let me know in the comments which one do you think won for like the daylight round? Was it the 12 or the 17? Round 5, the night test. I was in a pitch black room at night. I started with the flash test, but this image right here is the perfect summary of 5 years of progress in Apple's camera technology. The photo on the right is absolutely stunning to me. the way the colors pop on that 17 image. The image with the 12 has so much noise. It's dull, washed out. It's harder to read any of the text. I don't know what's going on here. It just did not do justice to the beautiful colors in this piece of art. But the level of detail and the brightness that the iPhone 17 was able to capture, just so beautiful. Okay, so y'all have seen a lot of photos from the 12 and the 17. So now I want to do a little bit of a challenge. I'm going to post a photo from the 12 and from the 17, and I want you to let me know which photo you think is the 12 and which one you think is the 17. So, am I going to trade in my iPhone 12? At first, I wasn't sure just because I did the studio lighting test, and y'all, I was really like, have I been bamboozled? Like, I actually like the 12 better, but I just needed to test in different conditions, environments, especially in low lighting and that overcast lighting. And that's when the 17 really began to shine. So, yes, I'm going to keep my 17 and I am so excited to keep creating with it. But what do you guys think? Do you think it's worth the upgrade, that the differences are enough? Which camera do you prefer? Let me know all your iPhone 17 thoughts in the comments below. If you liked this video, you'll probably like the video where me and Meezy do our first impressions. We actually bought this phone on launch day. She got the 17 Air and we kind of just gave our first impressions. But thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.